My name is Master Fritz de Rothhirsch, 7th Baron of the Barony of the Steppes. While I didn't play on a kingdom level a lot, I was obviously involved for the last 30 years. But today I was hoping to have a chance to tell some stories, principally started by this gentleman, coming to me at the end of a Gulf War 20-something years ago, going, Fritz, I have this idea of these gates I want to build at Gulf War.
Oh, I didn't do this.
Yeah, you did.
Totally did.
And so today I'd like to tell you some stories when we have a moment about the beginnings of the Gulf War gate, how it came to be, how much concrete is in it, the things that only I know as the architect of the Gulf War gate.
Thank you. Just want to remind everybody that as truth is a chivalric virtue, I 100% guarantee that everything you hear today is the truth. As all these people who have been hit in the head over many years remember it, okay?
I am a performer. I give the truth
The
scope.
truth, yes.
Volume.
I'm going to start with one truth.
Quint the legend.
One truth here that I know is, I know exactly who the fastest fighter in Ansteorran ever was. Do you know who the fastest fighter in Ansteorran ever was? I have the definitive truth from great legendary minds. Once when I was a squire, many, many years ago, I went down to the backyard in Stargate. Does anyone here know what that backyard was? The backyard was where Duke Sigmund held his practice, and what a practice it was. If you were lucky enough to be invited down there, you counted yourself among the blessed. Now, as sensei, Duke Sigmund, who had a wonderful yard, a Japanese garden, a koi pond, in this little 10 or 12 foot square area that was about 2 feet of sand in depth, where all of his students would fight. And as a young squire, just squired to Duke Michael of Monmouthshire, I had been lucky enough to have been invited down there. And so we fought in the backyard all day against all these dukes and knights and people I had never even met before, and a visiting crown from Trimaris, and all this, and I was just in awe. I was so cool. And I must admit, I was pleased to hold my own. But at the end of the day, the mead was being tossed around, and all the bruises were being tended to, and the story started flying. And I'm just sitting there in the corner, nursing my beer, just listening. And the story started happening where they were talking about who had the fastest hands ever in Ansteorran. Oh, it's so-and-so. Oh, no, it must be Inman. Oh, no, Hector is faster than Inman. Well, speed takes lots of different factors, and so we've got Patrick Michael and Duke John Richard, rest his soul, was there, and Michael of Monmouthshire, and Duke Inman, and Duke Sigmund, and multiples of people there. And so they're arguing back and forth. Oh no, it's this. Well, no. Well, you're just talking about speed. You're talking about, it's quickness. It's this. It's that. It's everything. And they argued back and forth. And then Michael said, well, you know what? In Michael's way, Michael being, yeah, dude. Well, I'll tell you one thing. You can argue about what speed is or what speed isn't. But I'll tell you one thing for sure. Mahadi's got the fastest hands I've ever seen. And everybody went, yeah. Well, well, you kind of got a point there. And that was kind of the end of the conversation. So, by acclaim, and I didn't tell Mahadi this story for like 20 years afterwards. He was like, really? I'm like, yeah, I was there, I saw it. By acclaim, the winners of probably a total of about 20 different crowns in Ansteorran acclaimed Duke Mahadi as having the fastest hands ever in Ansteorran.
And Duke Jonathan disagreed.
I
said this to Jonathan, and Jonathan said his hands aren't that fast, they just look fast. And somebody said, did you see how fast his sword moved? And he said, yes, I saw his sword move. I can't see Inman's, not when it's moving. Mahdi's sword looks so fast because I can see how fast it's moving. But I can't see Inman's sword moving.
Well, I'm sure we're going to have disagreements on that. However,
Speaking of Inman,
things are true.